Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So today I'm finally back to doing makeup. It's been so long. I'm so excited to be kicking off these Halloween videos today. Today's look is inspired by the Jigsaw promo posters that came out the other day. It's a quick one, it's not that difficult either. It is very crispy though, so I'm not sure how suitable it would be for an actual costume, but it's still loads of fun to try, something a bit different, and you can definitely get some cool photos out of it, so it's worth it. So first, we're going to make the mixture that we're going to use for the cracked paint effect, and I'm actually going to be using a clay mask because when it dries, it cracks and it just does all the hard work for you. Here you can see I did some tests on my arm first. This top one is just how it looks when it's just powder and water, but it looks a little bit too yellow. Under that one, you can see how it looks when I added a little bit of white liquid makeup. The makeup didn't affect how it dried or cracked or anything, so I went ahead and added even more white for this last patch, and it's still slightly yellow, but you can't really tell once it's on top of a black base. So for the base, I decided to use a black cream stick, and I use cream for a couple of reasons. First, the clay mixture is going to be quite watery, and it would have just mixed with any water-based product underneath it and pulled it off in places. Second, because I'm not going to set the cream paint, the white layer won't actually sit on top of it properly, and it's going to separate in some places, and it's going to really help with that aged, cracked paint effect we're going for. So I'm applying the black cream stick as the base, and then I'm applying the mixture of the clay, water and white paint over the top, and then just letting that dry before going over it again. The thicker the layer, the bigger the flakes and the cracks are going to be, but the longer it's going to take to dry. So you can help move that process along with a little bit of heat from a hairdryer. Obviously you want it on the lowest setting so it doesn't damage your skin or melt your face off. And if you stretch your skin a little or pull faces as the clay is setting, you're going to get loads of cracks and it's going to look great, especially in emotive areas like your forehead and around your eyes. Or you can always just pull away the clay and paint yourself with like the end of a little spatula or something. And now you just want to keep going until you're happy with it. Pop on like an anime or an episode of something in the background and just keep building those layers up. Honestly, I wish I'd added a tiny little bit more and had some bigger flakes on there that would have read from further away, but that's just me being picky and super happy with how it turned out. I just remember back in art classes, they would tell us to point out things that we would do differently next time because it helps you grow as like an artist, and I think that's true. And it also stops you guys from making the same mistakes that I've made. So my advice here would be to just pile that stuff on. For the spirals on the cheeks, I just use a regular water-based paint, and you can be messy with this, but as you can see, I did mess up here, and internally I was screaming and panicking that I'd ruined the whole thing, but you can actually just fix up any mistakes quite easily just by packing on more of that clay. It's opaque enough to kind of hide it, and more layers for a look like this really isn't a bad thing. It just added more cracks, more texture, so it's not the worst thing in the world. On the lips, I used the black cream stick, and then I ran some of that red paint around the edges too. You can just work with whatever you have though. If you wanted this to last a bit longer, you might want to use a mixture of lipsticks. Next, you want to go ahead and take some black paint and add those marionette mouth lines at the sides here. I kind of connected mine across the chin as well. The cream makeup that I'd previously applied around my eyes was starting to crease, so to keep those eye sockets nice and dark, I removed that cream makeup and instead I just used a black eyeliner, blended that out a bit and set it with a black eyeshadow. Moving on to the hair, I decided to add some coconut oil to make it look greasy, and also I guess treat my hair at the same time. I like in horror looks when the ends of the hair kind of sticks together and sits over the face. Like it's very classically horror, but then that's it. As always, everything I use in this video will be listed in the description. There's also going to be a link to where you can buy all of the Mehron products I used in this video and upcoming Halloween videos too, because Mehron are sponsoring my Halloween videos this year, which is awesome. Please, please, please send me any of your recreations on Twitter or Instagram because I love seeing what you guys are getting up to. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.